Today we will be testing the top trend indicator.
But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for TradingView. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon.
Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the top trend indicator. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 51 different strategies, with 13 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 698 indicators, with 280 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. And keep in mind that we test most of these strategies and indicators on the Forex market, but they can be applied to just about any market universally. Okay, so today's indicator is the top trend indicator. And you can see it here on screen. So you can see the green line here. If I scroll back a little bit there, you can see that we have also a red line, and you can see that it switches to the green line, back to red, back to green, and so on. Relatively simple indicator. All in all, I think everybody knows where this one is going. So what we're looking for is when the line switches from red to green, and it will also switch from above while it's in the red position to below price action when it is in the green position, and vice versa. It will switch from below price action to above price action when it goes from green to red. And so what we're looking for is when that switch takes place. When it goes to green, we are going to go long. When it goes to red, we are going to go short. And so, like I said, pretty simple. A lot of indicators are relatively simple. Let's go ahead and get on with the testing and see what we can get out of it. All right, so the first signal that we pick up is a short signal. You can see that we get that switch from the green line to the red line right there. It also switches from below to above the price action. And I went ahead and jumped back the price action just a little bit there, just to double check that, check the point in which the indicator actually switched to red and made that switch above the price action. Make sure it wasn't delayed by a couple candles or anything like that. That's why I went ahead and did a quick rewind or backed it up just a little bit. And so we get that short right here, and you can see we get a nice push to the downside there. That's just enough to get us to our take profit. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, the next signal that we pick up is a long signal. Again, you can see that switch from the red to the green line, and it jumps to below the price action right there. And we get just enough of a push to the upside there that it does come up and get us to our take profit. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, so we pick up another short signal right here, and you can see we get a really nice push to the downside there with price action. So that one definitely comes down and gets us to our take profit. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, so a kind of similar setup here. We get a long signal. We get that switch from the red to the green. The line drops down below the price action there. Right here on this big long bar, that is where we would enter, well, the close of that bar technically, and so the open of this bar. And so we get just a tad bit of a pullback right there before it then starts to roll under and push up really nicely. Makes a really nice move to the upside there, and that one also gets us to our take profit. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and fast forward through the rest of the testing. That way things don't get too long, and we'll pick this up when we are at the end of the year. All right, so that's going to put us at the end right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, now would be a good time to say that if you are interested in excelling your trading knowledge, I highly recommend that you join our Patreon only channel on our Discord server. You can find a link to our Patreon down below, as well as a link to our Discord. Once you sign up as a patron, it'll give you access to the Patreon only channel, where we post some really great advanced information about trading strategies, trading indicators, and trading philosophy in general. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you'll get access to the full list of indicators that we have tested. That comes in an Excel version and a PDF version, and you will get that full list of indicators showing exactly which indicators were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates. And you'll get access to an Excel sheet of all the strategies that we have tested that shows exactly which strategies were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates, and links to go back and review those individual strategies. And so there is a lot of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel, and it doesn't cost hardly anything at all. I highly recommend it. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator here. Everything in focus, count it out, and see what we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we have 8 trades all together, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We have 6 winning trades, and so that is going to meet the 60% criteria that we are looking for. All in all, a pretty solid indicator. It only gave 8 trades within the 1 year's time, so obviously we would need to do the more thorough testing to see where it lands. Definitely wish it gave more trades within that 1 year's time, and we'll kind of see what it does in the next step of the process when we put all these winners through a little bit more thorough testing to see how they hold up, and some of them on a lower time frame. But like I said, all in all, it seemed pretty solid. Seemed to be catching those moves, those directional changes in trend, and catching them rather early. It didn't seem to be too much of a delay in catching them. You're always walking that thin line where you don't want to enter too early, because then you'll get faked out quite often, and you don't want to enter too late because you just miss a pretty good chunk of the move in the trend. And so can definitely reduce your profits. And so, like I said, not too bad. So this one is going to go on the yes list, and we will move on to the next indicator from here.